Let's get this baby rolling. I'm tired, and I thought the low light levels would cover up my Alex Jones wrinkles and stuff like that, but no, that ain't happening. You know, when I started this channel, I really wanted to only teach science, and found out that you didn't want to learn about cannabinoid science or science at all. You want people that are spending, $1 million per, or $30,000 to $50,000 per video, and you'll go through. So I told you from the start, I'm not spending money on production. I'm not doing diddly squat to entertain you. I'm here to educate you and tell you shit that you don't know. Already told you that, but I'm asking you right now on this video, please, because this video, I'm so disappointed with Mr. Trump. We Texans don't even use the term president very much. We use the term Mr. or Mr. President, but around it's just Mr. Trump. Please, I'm a super conservative independent with some values that, please, you may have heard me talk about in the last few videos, which I did totally hammered on Rosh Hashanah on New Year's and stuff. And please pardon me, because this will easily go into a couple of, oh gosh, I'm actually sitting under the noon sun with some of my property in the background. And, I woke up kind of fatigued and achy, and about 5 a.m. and knew I needed to get to town to get back before all the little biddies. Actually, I got my gossip work and my social transmission done before 9 a.m., which most of those biddies don't start rolling out for the sales on Wednesdays until 9 a.m. But would you please, well, I don't even care if you like or subscribe, just share this video, because I have a Facebook page, but I don't friend anybody. I don't have a platform unlike the rest of you, and I'm not going to spend the thousands of dollars that a lot of you people that are phony Facebook successes, you spent a ton of money to buy the Chinese click farms. We know all about it. I've seen the advertisements on Google on how to get your YouTube video seen by, 75,000 to 250,000 people for only $5,000 US. So cut me some crap. The title of this video is The Unkept Promise, Trump's Unkept Promise. And it's affected my life, it's affecting millions of your lives, and it's one of the biggest news cover-ups. I didn't even do a Google search because I heard the original news back around the beginning of March, which only really actually appeared on National Pervert Radio between the 7 to 8 hour before MSM and everybody else killed the story. And millions of you out there are suffering, just like me, are having to go through becoming human contortionists to try to find medications that you've used your entire life, and they're just not there. I'm going to explain it in this next episode or two. It's, please share. Subscribing would be nice because it'll keep you up with some stuff, but please just share and help this video go viral so that your own family members know why they're short of the medication that keeps their heart from stopping or keeps them from dying or having cardiac arrests. Or see, I don't know the full extent of this because there's no media coverage, and I'm having to deal with my own contacts. I'm having trouble actually. Which camera am I looking at? That one right there. I'm having trouble dealing with my own medical contacts. I've got a cousin that's an MD, but she doesn't know anything about the pharmaceutical industry. I've recently had trouble with Walgreens, which recently became a member, the final member of the Dow Jones Industrial Average and stuff like that. And I found out that their pharmacy people are okay and are helpful, but the rest of their staff and their management are a bunch of fucking social justice warriors weirdos, racist, typical American corporate crap now. So let me back up. I'm sorry, I've been in a lot of pain today, and I hope you can see me fairly clearly here. I'll begin upload immediately after this and start filming the next one, because this will take at least 2 to 3 episodes to explain a lot of details. But we're doing pretty good, because I'm at 5.5 minutes in, and now I've got to have some of my liquid pain reliever. Which, to help justify that, alcohol is an excellent pain reliever. And a recently published article that I'm not going to chase down back to the National Library of Medicine, there's a bunch of people claiming that a huge, tens of millions of dollar metadata analytical study was done to research opioid prescriptions. I'm sorry, I always do much better when I have an audience. When I know that the only thing that's actually watching me or checking me is some dead camera, I don't speak as well. And I've noticed on my videos I clip off consonants, I slur, I drawl, I do all sorts of things that I don't do when I have an actual human being, monitoring me. Let me try to get, oh God, this thing is badly lit. I'm going to have to, anyway. This, please, once again, I want to remind you, share this video with everybody you know in social media. It may help to explain why your family members are not getting their medication. And for you people that hate Trump, and see, I'm really not a Trump supporter. I'm far, far to the right of him. I'm an independent conservative, and he was just the lesser of the evils. Any of us all of those who've studied political science and know anything about politics knows that Trump is not right-wing. He is a centrist appeaser, and I'm going to begin my presentation now. I'm just trying to keep my nose away from that. Last January, in the President's State of the Union address, he had the first one, his first SOTU, State of the Union address. He had something for everybody, including wetbacks. He said, if you review that, I'm not going to go back and dig in that video. I've got an excellent memory. There's the sun. Excuse me, I think I'm going to move a little bit. If you watch that video, if you go back and look up the President's State of the Union Address 2018, you'll see he had everything for wetbacks, the dreamers, everything. But what he promised was to bring down drug prices, because he knew that the DOJ had a shit ton of documentation and evidence proving that the major, actually almost all pharmacy chain buyers, including Walgreens, which just joined Dow Jones Industrial, and now what I've been fighting for today, there's some slight, but it won't help on this side, some slight sprinkle coming down. I'm the only dry spot in a stretch of hurricane that covers like 5,000 miles. I'm in the one dry spot on it. Okay, you can see behind me there's no flooding. You can even see that light sand and stuff showing that we've only had like about 1/3 of an inch of rain here in the last 10 days. It's but this is all about President Trump. I helped supported you here locally when the locals wanted Ted Cruz because he was more religious. He was a Bible thumping, and I lied like another guy whose initials are just GK, pointed out to the party chair around here that Ted Cruz had committed one of the #1 sins, which is Bible thumping and mobilizing the militant atheists who are a large voting bloc. There's no way that Cruz could win. We were telling him, we said, you must vote for Cruz, we were telling him, no. Trump's the clear winner out of 11, etc. But this whole thing, which will go on to 2 segments here, or more. Oh, God, sunlight. Oh, whoa, blue eyes. President Trump, I have really defended. I've been one of the only people that explained that in the first quarter of this year, you destroyed the Chinese Shenzhen, the Chinese currency, with your tariffs in just 3 months. Almost no libturd, or even most of the members of your own party weren't keeping up with the Financial Times. They didn't even know that your tariff stuff had actually just really brought the Chinese to their knees. They were just totally submitted to us. And now I can't even see my own face. I'm just seeing the reflection off my screen because there's too much light. Need to be in the shadow. But I'm at 11 minutes. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to finish filming this because that's what I do. I don't like scripts. I don't like double takes. I've done multiple takes earlier, and no. Like I used to do on Austin Access Television, I'd walk in that studio with no script, maybe a few keywords, and shoot one video that lasted 30 to 38 minutes. It'd go on air and automatically take place number 3 when Alex Jones was in place number 50 in the Austin or Central Texas Nielsen's. So this video, one more drink, because that bottle needs to go. I have 3 minutes to remind you. Share this video, especially the next section, but both of them with everybody on your Facebook list, your social platform, Twitter. You know, the other day, I only found out the other day that Twitter actually carries porn. Like, what mature, rational person actually watches porn or would be associated with that shit? But I'm going to explain to you how they, right after the President's State of the Union address in January, the federal government, DOJ, etc., they arrested thousands of pharmacy chain buyers who had been already caught the year before in bid rigging, and thousands of DEA licensed wholesalers who supply the individual pharmacies who may even be owned by those pharmacy chains. Literally thousands of people were arrested, jailed, had to be held for bond, and many of the major drug manufacturers, they just simply stopped production because they didn't have the space, they didn't have the DEA licensed people to receive their new product, and that's why there's a shortage of drugs in this country, and why some drugs, like the medication that I've taken for 28 years, the True Warriors medication, which I may discuss later, has gone from here, like in Texas, is usually very reasonable, more than started out around like $400, $420, $440, and now it's $1,300 a month in this state. In other states, it's almost $2,000 for a drug that I know that still costs Pfizer only $2.49 to manufacture per 100, bottle and box and ship. So there's a huge media cover-up going on about Trump's really only real failure, and I'm here to tell you about it. And please give a thumbs up, like, and begin sharing this with your friends, because the next episode I'm going to go into more detail about how Trump is focusing on other crap instead of taking care of his promise, his unkept promise to drop drug prices. And I know why. And why your media, even Fox, isn't covering this story. End of segment.